So one fine day I was sitting in my cabin and hoping for things to work around. My father walks in and he tells me, Amol, we have decided to do business. Business, in typical Gujarati, he said, business, તને આ કેબિનમાં બેસીને નહીં આવશે. એસી કેબિનમાં બેસીને બિઝનેસ નથી મળતો.
You went and you put your papers. Now you are coming back to Pune.
Okay.
Let's talk about what were you thinking at that time in your mind, because your clarity was my scalability is not there.
Yeah.
Your clarity was I'll take another 3.5 years to reach to my next managerial level. I don't want to do this. Fair. Now you put your papers in. Let's talk about the thought process from there.
Okay, the first thought process was I called my fiance, wife now, but at that point of time fiance, that look, I've put my papers. So obviously when you're working, you know that on the 30th every month there's an amount which is going to get credited to your account no matter how much ever you goof up. Right? Yes. That is not true when you start your own business. Correct. It's everything from scratch, right? So the first thing I told my wife was I have quit my business. So for the next at least 18 to 24 months, my first wife is going to be my business and not you. That was the clarity which I wanted to give her.
Before only.
Yeah. And fortunately, she was of a rock solid support to me. She is of a rock solid support to me. She's never demanded anything. She was never asked for anything. All she said was, keep calm, get your act together, work, whatever is required, I'm here. So that peace of mind and that mental backing was always there. So that was my first thought after quitting Deloitte. But when it comes to business, or what I was thinking was, so one fine day I was sitting in my cabin and hoping for things to work around. My father walks in and he tells me, Amol, we have decided to do business. Business, in typical Gujarati, he said, business, તને આ કેબિનમાં બેસીને નહીં આવશે. એસી કેબિનમાં બેસીને બિઝનેસ નથી મળતો.
Correct.
You have to go out, meet more people, present to them, and that is how you will start getting your first customers. Correct. So I started from there, joined a couple of networking organizations through which I met you.
Yeah.
And ever since, it's been 9 years that we know each other because of the organization. And I think the maximum learning, tangible as well as intangible learning, is what we have got on the go. I mean, there's no better learning than scuttlebutt. The word is scuttlebutt, right? And it is true for everywhere you go. Even if we have to analyze companies today, I think gone are the days wherein you used to sit in an AC cabin, crunch numbers and do your technical or financial analysis. I think the better thing today would be to go on the ground, have an interaction with the customers about the product or the services of the company you're working on or analyzing on. And I think it is similarly true for all the businesses.
Correct.
The more you work on ground, the more you're interacting with the people, the more number of people you meet, you get to learn a lot.